What's up all you future warlights? Welcome to Warlord's World, starring every gamer's worst nightmare, Warlord BC. Today I'm bringing you a little gameplay guide, how-to on the weekly Nightfall this week, Archon Priest on Venus. As you can see, I've got the Vex Mythoclast, just got it from the hard raid. Let's go. Anyway, what I'm going to be doing here is just showing you exactly how overpowered this weapon actually is. You'll see here later on, it literally melts through them in seconds. They've got overshields. I know there is a solar burn, which helps as the Vex Mythoclast is a fire weapon, but it is still ridiculous. Now, I don't know how many of you have any trouble with this Nightfall, but if you're lucky enough to get the Vex Mythoclast, you'll see how much easier your weekly Nightfall runs will be. So really what you want to do on this Nightfall, I recommend first you take out all these goblins, and especially these hobgoblins. In my opinion, the hobgoblins are the hardest enemy in the game, just simply because sometimes, when especially nightfalls and things, you can get sniped one time and you're dead, and there's your nightfall done, back to orbit, which for me is extremely frustrating. I don't know how many times I've gotten to the end of the nightfall and simply just gotten hobgoblin double sniped and fall, back to orbit. But anyway, let's get back into this gameplay. You take out that little mini Nexus boss there. Jump up here, get a couple nice snipes on these hobgoblins. Really just want to, this part's fairly simple. I'd say most of you don't have a whole lot of trouble with this, so I'm just going to talk to you a second about my channel. It's the first time making YouTube. I just got some new gear and everything. Got my Elgato HD 60 capture card. Never really made YouTube before. It's something I've always wanted to get into. So far I'm having a blast just making this video. I'm sure I'm messing up a lot, but bear with me. We'll get better at this together. Really, YouTube is something that I think within the next few years, even as big as it is, will pretty much take over all of our entertainment. I mean, it's internet, it's everywhere you go, it's on your phone, your laptop, everything. Nobody's going to be watching regular TV series anymore. It's all going to be about your YouTube subscriptions. You're going to log on every day and watch your video. Nobody wants to sit down and watch an hour-long show anymore. We don't have time for that. We have time for quick 10-minute videos. So, I mean, that's the direction I think entertainment's going in the future, and I think even though as big as it is now is the time to get involved. Like I said, I'm loving it. Looking forward to all you guys. Hopefully subscribe. Don't forget, at the end of the video, like, comment, subscribe, leave me some feedback. I'd like to know some games that you guys might like to see me play. Right now I pretty much only have Destiny and Call of Duty Ghosts, which Ghosts is pretty much over, thankfully. Probably the worst Call of Duty game ever made, but we'll get into that later. Said I might get into some NBA 2K or even some WWE games. I'm really open to just about any suggestions. Anything you guys would like to see, I have no problem putting up. Like I said, I'm getting new at this, learning how to do it, and I'm really enjoying myself. And looking forward to growing with you guys. Hopefully we'll learn a lot from each other. But anyway, back to the video. This part's where things tend to heat up a little bit. This right after you clear this initial area, this thing's going to pop up and you're going to deploy your ghost. Now, I'm just sitting here waiting for it to pop up. Now, right after this, what you're going to want to do is turn around and you're going to want to run up to your right here. You'll see me do it here in just 1 second. Because if you stay in this area, what'll happen is you will get grenaded from hobgoblins and sniped constantly. So I recommend you go up here, take out these little goblins as much as you can. Then you're going to want to move up even more to kind of use these little barriers on this bridge as a shield against these minotaurs. And just slowly pick them off. Like I said, I have the Vex Mythoclast and fully upgraded Legendary Special and Rocket Launcher, so I take these things out like it's nothing. But if you guys don't have as good weapons as what I have here, this could take a little bit of time. Just be patient. Don't peek anything you don't have to, especially if you're not a warlock. You can't afford to go down. Obviously you don't have the benefit of self-revive, but just keep taking these guys out. And as you can see, I'm literally melting these hobgoblins like they're butter. That's the best analogy I can tell you. It's that easy. It's 3-4 shots, they're done. It's made my life 100,000 times easier on Destiny. They said this second part I would go back to this spot now and snipe those hobgoblins. I cannot stress to you enough how important it is to snipe these hobgoblins to the right that I just shot, and then to take out these ones that come on the left. Now, at this point, I stayed right here at the rock. You don't really have to, and probably would not recommend it if you don't have good weapons or people playing with you. I would take out these hobgoblins that I'm taking out right here, and then I would move back up there again when you get the opportunity, because it is just a lot easier to be up there on that right side. But like I said, make sure you take out those hobgoblins on the right side, or you will run into some serious trouble and you'll be kicked out to orbit. And we've already went over this. There's nothing more frustrating than being in a Nightfall and getting good rhythm going and then get a cheap death and you're done. But anyway, I just keep cleaning these guys up, moving on to this third tier. Right here I had to use some primary ammo synthesis, because that is the only downside I've found to the Vex Mythoclast, is that it does run out of ammo fairly quickly if you're held up somewhere and you don't really have a lot of opportunities for ammo drops. It's always a good idea to have ammo synthesis for all your weapons, but especially this Vex Mythoclast. Now, I do have on my chest piece, I don't know if it'll show it later in the video if I pulled it up, where I carry extra ammo for fusion rifles, and that helps out a ton. But especially if you don't have that, you really are going to need some ammo synthesis if you have this Vex Mythoclast. And as you can see, this is a must-have weapon. I mean, we're on the Nightfall, and I'm taking out these bosses just in seconds. It's no trouble. It's easy. It makes basically every mission possible to be soloed. But anyway, guys, that's going to bring us to the end of part 1. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in part 2. Don't forget to hit that like button, leave me some feedback, and subscribe.